What's up everybody, my name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mono black deck in the 2021 standard ranked format. Now I will go ahead and preface this, again we're going and playing the Soul God Lantern. It's a great card in these formats. It's only an uncommon and it's rotation proof, so be sure you're picking it up, throwing it in, because it will do wonders against those cycling and Euro decks. Now, diving into what we're actually playing here today, I was going for something along the lines of Liliana slash kind of aggro-ish. It was meant to be mid-range, right? Mono black mid-range is what I was kind of going for. We have Demonic Embrace and Lourdes to help us with these bottom end, making them beefy, and as well as allowing us to play them back, such as Myers Grasp, Deadweight for some removal, and of course we have Serrated Scorpion to deal damage as well as gain its life, Archfiend's Vessel to give us a 5/5 flyer, and Heartless Act for some removal, and Agonizing Remorse to attack their hand. Not to mention we have Kite Sail Freebooter, which is nice with Lourdes because we can, steal things from their hand. It gets removed, play it back with Lourdes, steal something else. It's nice, right? Outside of that, we have Extinction Event because it is some of the only massive board wipe we have remaining in this format, I guess I should say, in rotation or after rotation, whatever. So yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. 2 copies because I only have 2 copies, but if you have 4 copies, run 4 copies. Liliana, Waker of the Dead, is actually pretty decent in this format, given she can make your opponent discard cards. And again, if you're up against those cycling or Euro decks, they're going to discard their cycling or Euro cards thinking they're fine, and then you hit them with Soul God Lantern and boom bam, you're in business. Not to mention the fact that if you can get the -7 off and you're playing creatures back from their graveyard, your graveyard, and everywhere else, and it gains haste, you should be able to win pretty easily. Rankle is of course just a very strong mono black card. There's also Spawn of Mayhem, but I don't know that Spawn of Mayhem sticking around with us. I think that's RNA. So Grey Merchant of Asphodel to help us keep healthy as well as deal with that surprise damage in those few matches, right? Because Demonic Embrace, Lourdes, Liliana, all these things have great devotion costs. So, and then down here in the top end, we have some more one-offs, and again, these work out really well with Liliana, and the reason they're all one-offs is because you never know quite what you'll need to finish your opponent out. And with things like Liliana, where you can sort of discard whatever you want and then bring it back later, it really works out. Now, I do kind of recommend, if you're going to play this version of the deck, you run some kind of reanimate. That way you can pull these creatures back once you have discarded them and not just solely rely on your Liliana to bring them back, right? So anyways, up here in the top end, we have Nightmare, a flying, honestly monstrous card once it gets going. And then Massacre Wurm, if your opponent is playing a lot of those little 1/1s, mono red aggro, mono white weenies, that kind of stuff, you throw this down, you kill them all, and deal tons of damage to your opponent, right? Not to mention, again, you have Lourdes alongside Myers Grasp and Deadweight, so you can continuously remove your opponent's creatures even without the Massacre Wurm effect. So that's going to pretty much do it for this deck. Now, I did want to go ahead and show you all another deck, because I think there's another mono black deck that might perform a little bit better than this one. Like I said, I tried to go for mono black mid-range with this. It ended up being a little slow, so I went ahead and crafted this deck for those of you that really enjoy mono black and would like to play it at a quicker pace. So, diving into this second deck, this little specialty, right? We have 4 copies of Archfiends, 4 copies of Serrated, and 4 copies of Village Rites down here in the 1 mana cost, because these are the strongest 1 mana costs you're going to get in mono black. Down here in the 2 mana cost, we have 3 copies of Black Lance, 2 copies of Mire Triton, and 3 copies of Heartless Act. Removal, great card, right? 2 mana, flash in, can gain you life, can have Death Touch if it needs to destroy a bigger creature. Not to mention that it's a solid body to swing in with. Mire Triton going to gain you some life and going to mill you a little bit, but that's okay because you have Call the Death Dweller to bring creatures back, right? And you have things like Demonic Embrace that when they get milled, you can still play them, so that's okay. Moving us down to the 3-drop slot, we do have 3 copies of Call the Death Dweller to help us bring back these Black Lance, the Serrated, Archfiends, all this good stuff. We have 1 copy of Liliana's Standard Bearer to try to help fight off those board wipes, right? 3 copies of Demonic Embrace to help give our creatures flying and those awesome +3/+1 stat line. 3 copies of Hunted Nightmare and 3 copies of Mardu Outrider, because both of these cards hit very, very hard, and in different games you'll want different ones, right? So in Hunted Nightmare, it's great if you're not hitting your Demonic Embrace because it has Menace already, so it can sort of go around your opponent's creatures. However, Mardu Outrider with Demonic Embrace goes up to an 8/6, which is really hard to argue with as well. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Rankle, because it's a 4 mana 3/3 flying that allows you to do multitude of things that can benefit you and hurt the opponent in various ways, right? All that being said and out of the way, I probably would cut the lands down a few. I sort of threw this deck together once I realized like the other one's a little too slow. I still want to give people something to bite onto for mono black, right? Something to play that I think will do really, really good in standard rank. So this is for everyone that wants a mono black aggro deck that thinks, you know, hey, mono black aggro used to be good. I think it still could be. I think that as well, and here's my version of it. So hope you all enjoy, and now without further ado, we're going to hop right into our match. AFK mopping. Sorry, they're not going to be playing up against us today. They're just mopping the floors, no biggie. Alright, so let's see. Is it another cycling deck? If so, I mean, we're lucky, right? No. Abzan. Interesting. Well, the Soul God Lantern can still very well come in handy for us. Abzan, as we all know, has a lot to do with the graveyard. A lot of the times, at least. So, would not be surprised. And look at all these Myers Grass. Go ahead, play a creature. I dare you. Alright, so opponent did ramp a little bit here. Let's see what they do with that mana. All the Triome. You're playing all the colors, huh? Here I was thinking it was just a simple little Abzan, but no. It's a beautiful 5-color masterpiece. Massacre Wurm. Well, I'll be. We're going to kill him with our Arcfiends just 20 turns later. Doom. Hey, look at that. You got a Euro. They might be playing 5-color, just try to play every good thing still in standard, right? It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Like, which Triomes do I have? Yes, yes. That's nice. Discontinuity to keep the Euro on the board. What a man. What a mighty, mighty man. Alright, so what we do here is we Myers Grasp, and next turn we Myers Grasp once more. We can use our Village Rites to sack our Arcfiends at instant speed once the Euro goes to attack, right? If we so choose. I think we do so choose to. We're not throwing down the Lotus come next turn. We'll just throw a Myers Grasp on the Euro. Block. Alright, this will give us some card draw. Maybe some land. Land wouldn't be bad. Nice. Oh, and we got the land. Beautiful. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little skeptical of our opponent not playing. Well, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that works. I was gonna say not playing counter magic. Alright, so let's try and get rid of that one. Cool beans, cool beans. And then Soul God Lantern. We'll get rid of at least one of them. Thanks. We don't want to exile the other one. If they go to destroy Soul God, then we can sink this 1 mana. Oh, no, that allows us to draw a card. We don't even have to sink mana. We can just exile. So, we do have enough for Liliana. I say we go for it and make them discard. We can discard a land and not really feel it, right? Still be able to hit our Massacre Wurm.
I'm looking for new minions. Care to volunteer?
And if we can get her to 7... Oh, they took out Shatter the Sky. Interesting. Yeah, if we can get her to 7, we can start bringing back... well, nothing right now, but, you know, future stuff. Ah, noise. So they're just gonna plop down a big old 6/6 shark, instant speed shark typhoon. You gotta hate it. You gotta hate to see that when your planeswalkers just don't mean anything anymore because shark typhoon. Instant speed crisis. Mwahaha. It's basically an instant speed crisis. Like, it has literally all the same abilities that crisis cards have, right? Where it's like, wow, I really want to exile your graveyard now. You have 2 Euros over there. I've already exiled 1, which means we would have dealt with 3. All right. You know, I really wanted some removal there. That's okay. We'll play down Lourdes, hopefully, maybe, indeed. Then we'll Mire's Grasp here. Next turn we can Mire's Grasp once more. If we were 1 mana ahead, that'd be better, but you know, whatever. They can also phase our Lourdes out though with their Teferi and make it to where we can't do that. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we're taking 3 to the face. No biggie. Drawing and discarding. Don't leave all your mana up. Lord, that worries me. Oh, well, don't do that. Ugh, should have exiled it. Should have fracking exiled it. Damn. We waited too long. Alright, well, gotta resolve it. Alright, well that really sucks. I got a little greedy, I guess. I just kept waiting for them to have more in their graveyard. But now we have to put this Euro back before we exile it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Scry 2 to the top, that blows. It really blows. A little ECD action coming down on our Lourdes. Yikes. Not gonna lie, it's not looking great for us right now. They have access to a whole lot of stuff that we can't even fathom. Oh, no, okay, GG. Their Teferi's getting up to 10. Alright, Torm, gonna be our next foe. And I'm torn on whether or not I should keep this hand. I guess we will. If it's cycling or anything like that, we'll be happy. So we have the Soul God, right? But for now, we'll just get down the Archfiend, not worry about it. If we start not seeing so many cyclings, we can feel free to, well, I don't know. Soul God is still pretty good up against the Euros, and I feel like everybody will either be playing cycling or some Euro variation, right? For the large majority. Or adventure. I completely forgot about adventure. Yikes. What's our answer to adventure spells, right? Because they just get tons and tons of... I mean, Extinction Event is definitely a great way to go. Definitely a great way to start. We can swing in here, actually. I was about to say, because if they lose that 1-1, Love Struck can't attack, and I highly doubt they'll do that. Lucky Clover. Interesting. Totally didn't see that one coming. Yes, that is sarcasm. So again, they, yeah, probably won't block. We'll keep taking them down little by little. Yeah, it's really annoying that adventure cards actually already go into exile, so you can't do anything with it, right? They're already exiled. Sorry, there's a fly around again. It's those summer showers, right? All the wet rain and the good old Georgia heat. Oh my goodness, Torm, you're so good. Alright, you got 2 mana left. How many more adventure spells can you play? That's the real question, right? How low can you go? Is it a brazen? Are you about to brazen borrower fucking everything? Oh, they gotta have something, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, so what is Bone Crusher Giant 7? Love Struck Beast is 3. So both of those are odd. That's helpful, we'll say, in the very least. Are they finally going to block out an Archfiends? They are! Wow, look at you. Look at you. We're taking them down to 14 with just our little 1/1s. Fear my army. Now, I think I am going to go ahead and use Castle Locthwain as well on their turn to draw us some more cards, right? Draw us another card, I guess I should say. Not some more, just one. Just one. Let's see what this Simic Adventures deck has. Euro! Oh, yeah. Told you. Every deck will either be playing Cycling or Euro. Or Embercleave. Or Embercleave, right? Well, yeah, because, I mean, what else is there? Yugen? Well, Yugen's probably going to go in those Euro decks, so basically one and the same. They both start with U. Come on, people. How have you not put this together? It's all the U starter cards that are busted. Lucky Clover. I mean, it's a silent L, basically. Oh, they're doing some weird self-mill. Dude. Well, did you quit? I'm trying to see what you fucking have over here. I actually can't understand why they would do that so heavily. But whatever. Get rid of that card. Let's not forget I can also exile their graveyard. But if they're going for a self-mill deck, might be a little bit of a problem. They also have that 0/4 wall they're probably about to throw down, right? And if I do exile Odd, I might exile on my own cards as well. Also, we didn't fucking draw a card. Come on. Y'all are making me forget stuff. Making me distracted with your beauty. With your freaking fracking motherfucking beauty. Resolve. Fae of Wish. You know what I love most about Fae of Wish is how long it takes people to figure out what card they want. Because there's always that split decision between, do I want to have... Motherfucker's got a Radiant Fountain. Ah, Yugen. That's more freaking like it. Yes. How much mana do they have? 4, 5, 6? You don't even... You don't even have enough mana and you're putting this shit down. 7. I guess maybe that's why they got the fountain, right? In case they have another land in hand. That does make 8. Let the record show. 6 plus 2 does equal 8. Honestly, this mono black deck may be too slow. Maybe the best way to play mono black is mono black beatdown, which, for everyone's concern or anxiety, whatever you want to call it, I have already created a deck for that as well, so you're welcome. Now that you said thank you, but you know. Taking them down to 15. Slowly but surely. Slowly. I didn't draw a card again. Mm. People, you're letting me miss this stuff. Alright. Well, no Yugen this turn. A little surprising, honestly. That's okay. I wonder if they have any way to stop themselves from dying to self-mill, or they're just like, no, I'm gonna win before that. Curious. Very curious. Massacre Wurm's even. And they got odd, 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 even, odd. Then do they... Yeah, okay. Interesting. Alright, and I forgot to draw a card for the third time. For the third freaking fracking time. We can't really do, we literally can't do anything. But, you know, this is what happens when you just get your 2 1-drops for the entire game, and that's it. Just 2 1-drops. Arcane Vessel and Serrated Scorpion. The wombos of combos. Yeah, go ahead, exile the field. I couldn't give a shit less about these 2 little 1/1s. They've survived far longer than what I thought they would. And it's not like their Love Struck Beast can attack, so not too worried there, unless of course they have another Love Struck Beast. We'll try to remember to draw the card this time. Remember, Chance, draw a card, draw the card, draw the card. Just draw the card. Oh, look at that! I'm using it correctly. Woohoo! Well, thanks, Village Rites. You're only a day late and $1 short, you bitch. So I can put Deadweight on the Fae of Wishes and then Massacre Wurm and actually take it out, but that seems so very complicated. I might just extinct. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna pass. There's literally nothing for us to do here. But we put down the Massacre Wurm, they might just exile their Yugen completely. I don't fucking know. Yeah, this mono black deck feels a little too slow though. I'm happy you're streaming again. Yeah, it's great to be back. I had the vacation and all that, and then now I'm trying to like get back into my routine, my schedule, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. 3 damage to any target. My face is a target. That makes sense. They only have 3 mana, so they can't put the Euro there, right? And besides, they probably already grabbed the worst thing out of the sideboard they could, Yugen, right? Y'all actually probably be surprised to hear I don't have adventure decks in any of my decks. One, mostly because I think if you're going to play adventures, you should play 3 colors, Sultai or Teamer. 2, it feels like an obvious one, like, okay, we can play Simic Adventures, we can play Golgari Adventures, we could play not Azorius, I mean, I guess you could, but you probably wouldn't want to. You get what I'm saying, like, Adventures is one of those things where, like, yeah, you could basically play any combo of it, and it'd be pretty fucking good. So, unlike Mutate, poor man's Adventures, right? Oh wait, what'd they grab? Into the Story, Primal Might, Ram Through. Just give their Fae of Wishes tons of stuff? I don't know. Alright, Torm. What cards they have left? 25. Interesting. Their Yugen's getting close to being able to -10. Hey! Isn't that special? Yeah, I think these mid-rangey decks they just can't survive in a meta where you have such hard-hitting aggro decks and such oppressive control decks, right? Oh, should have exiled the Euro. Guess we learned our fucking lesson there, huh? We're gonna go ahead and call this one a GG too. Torm, you got it.